Carol Osborne, and I've been doing body work for about 36 years now. A lot of that time with people in the sideline position, because I work with a lot of pregnant women, and I find that position to be really wonderful for working with many, many different clients. So I've had lots of opportunity to perfect what I like to do for my draping. So what I'd like to show you here is that if I position my sheet off center so that the edge of the sheet is along this back side of the table, that gives me plenty of room of sheet so that I can drape not only the client's back but also a nice secure kind of diaper drape. So let me show you draping for the back. Fairly easy to do. I like to do that by taking the sheet up here and giving a little roll right at the underwear, or if no underwear, just making a roll itself. I take this little edge of the sheet. I like to press it against the client's side so that they can feel where that sheet is. And then probably the most important piece in terms of client security is I like to take a tuck right here under the glutes and the legs so that my client knows that her bottom is covered. How's that feel for you, Dana? All right, good. And then when I want to undrape from this, I'm just going to take that sheet right out. Now it's a little more complicated when I want to get to a client's hip and leg, and this is quite a problematic area on many clients, particularly pregnant women. So here's how I like to drape for that. So I have good access to everything from the lateral border of the scapula, I'm sorry, that's the sacrum, all the way down to the leg. So standing at the back end of the table, I get the far corner of the sheet. I find that far corner of the sheet, loosen up the drapes so that they don't get caught on her feet. And because I want this to be a kind of U-shaped drape, I begin collecting the drape into that U shape. I bring this end under from the posterior to the anterior, and then I shape the sheet into the kind of U that I'm intending it to be. I'm going to alternate sliding the sheet underneath her leg and collecting it up here on the lateral side of her leg, and alternate my hands coming up here. I make sure I keep that drape nice and secure back here so that Dana feels like she's really covered. And Dana, if you're okay, I'd like to make this kind of like a little bikini on you, okay? So I'm going to take it, I'm going to keep it nice and tight like I have been, and I'm going to bring that sheet up here. Notice that I'm keeping the gluteal cleft covered, and she can feel that she's covered because the sheet is nice and snug. And then I'm just going to take this little tail here and roll it in under, and once again letting her know where the sheet is on this bottom side. I'm taking the back side of my hand here and tucking under her glutes and her thigh. Now this doesn't make for the prettiest picture of draping, but I can tell you what it makes for is a client who feels like she's really covered, knows she's covered, and I have great access to this entire area that I need to work with. So I hope that this gives you some good ideas for how to drape in the sideline position. If you'd like more information about that, there's a lot more in my book, Pre- and Perinatal Massage Therapy, and visit me at my classes or my website. Thank you.